everybody. So we got another fun one for you today. This morning when I woke up and came to let the goats and chickens out, I discovered that our girl Totes had managed to jump over the door, or I assume it was the door because that's the lowest point, and she decided to leave us nice little treats all over the barn that we're gonna have to clean up this morning. And then we're gonna have to create a rope system like the old stall had to keep them inside of the new stall, so that won't happen again. And then after that, we're gonna have to hang the chickens water. They like to walk all inside of it, and that's not good for them. So we're gonna hang that right about where their food feeder is hung, and we'll probably move their food feeder back to the beam back there and make it a little bit cleaner for them so that we don't have to clean the water tray out every single morning when we come out and at the end of the day. Hey ladies. Hi Betty. This is my rooster. It's Betty White. That's Rex, my wife's rooster, and then all the ladies. If you want the names of the ladies, you gotta ask my wife. I can't remember that many names. That's not my to-do thing. So I'm gonna get all the tools and everything I need together to start working today, and then we'll get right back at you. All right, we're about to get started at this. Get all this cleaned up, and then we'll get some building done. So let's go. Let some light in. All right, big broom. Let's move this out of the way. Yeah, when I came in this morning, I found her up on top of the chicken's feed station. She apparently decided that was her bed for the night, or couldn't get back over the gate back into the pen and was like, I'll just stay out here instead. Where did that just go? 22 casing on the floor. Last year we had an issue with rats. That was a fun one to end the winter with. Was 3 adult rats and then the babies they had nested with during the winter and created. I went on a months-long 22 fight against rats in this barn at nighttime. Good training, they were fast. The thing I'll tell you about rats, you'd be really surprised how fast they get big. And they get big. I'll try to see if I can link some of the photos I have into this video so you guys can see the progression from when I first found them to, I believe it was a 3-month span where they went from maybe 3 inches long, 4 inches long, to with tail a foot. They're massive rats. They were not fun. They were smart, fast. They started out thinking me. Yeah, barn rats are crafty creatures. I'm not entirely sure what brand they are. See if I can find I might have a picture I'll show you real quick if it pops up on there. Let's see. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but that is the rats towards the end. One of the smaller ones. Like I said, I'll see if I can get some of these photos tagged in there. They were, like I said, good training. Fast moving, tiny targets, and you got to hit them. If you don't hit them, they get away, and you're dealing with them again. And then every time you miss them, they learn how it was that you tried to get them, and you got to go after them again in a different way. I've done everything all the way from coming in the main door, walking in, and having them standing in front of me when I first discovered them, right at the entrance to the chicken coop. Then I had them, after that, once they realized I knew, I was able to get in and catch them in there on the water container. After that, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get them from the main door anymore just like that. So I started setting myself up in the goat stall before we had goats with my red dotted 1911 and my night vision. So I was able to catch them the very first night within about 20 minutes of shutting down the barn. I got the first one that way. Then they never came out when I sat in here again. So I had to switch tactics again. I started coming through the side door over here. I don't know if you can see that. Coming through the side door over here, I would leave it cracked just enough to get my body through. I would sneak in this way, and I would slightly poke over to the side, see if I could see them, engage the first one here. As I moved in, I would get the second one as they ran, pop the door open, and go after whatever I could still get while they were still in there. So, all right, that's all swept up. Need to get to work. And now I got to get to work on hanging the water for the chickens. So we got the water moved. Chickens are trying to escape. All right, so it's moved. Hung right here. I'm gonna have to put a support beam on it. I might have to slide it over an inch more or so just to make sure it's good. But this will allow these bricks to be removed here at the entrance, because the water will no longer be on the ground and we won't have to worry about it freezing. All right, bricks out of the way. That'll be good for now. I'm going to throw a support beam right here on the edge to keep that up. And then we'll get the other one up in the back. This up in the back for the water. It'll be just as solid. I'm just gonna have to get me a hook to hang on here for the food, not the water. I'm gonna go this way. Head out of here. Hi, girl. In case you haven't met her yet, this is Kova. It's my shadow right there, my Belgian Malinois Dutch Shepherd. Oh, bless you, girl. You playing? Hi, baby. Alright. Got my hook. Get the hook back out here. We'll get this food hung up for them so they can get back to chowing down. I do not see the goats out in the pen. Maybe they decided they were going to come in the barn and see what I was doing. All right. Let's see. Oh, I don't see them in here. They must still be outside the food. All right, let's get back to this. Trying this with a different camera, trying to get you guys better quality videos, so I'm not entirely certain how this is going to work out. So bear with me and we'll see how I can make this work. All right, see if I can show you this real quick. There we go. Oh, back in there, lady. Back in, back in. Go on, there we go. All right, so water's hung, feed's hung. I had to make a little tiny hole because even to that, the one goat, Ulysses, he'll shove his head in there. When we first got the goats, they kept popping up in there all the time, and I had to keep making the gate lower and smaller to stop that. Try to move this over just a little bit more. That should be good right there. So I actually think I'm just going to add a couple more screws to the end where it goes in the wall. It's already pretty solid. Oh, back up. It's already pretty solid, so I more or less just want to make sure it's as stable as possible. Water obviously has a little bit more weight to it than the feed does. Where did I put them? Over here. I just put 2 more good screws in there. Watch out. Watch out, lady. I gotta get in there. Can I get in? Thank you. Alright, that's solid. That's not going anywhere. Okay. That should just grab the back of this. The door closes. There we go. Water hung. Food hung. No cuts even had to be done.